Everyone, how's it going? So today we're going to talk about my helmet setup. Let's get a little closer. So today we're going to do a little bit different of a video. It's kind of like a first-person video, and I'll see how well I like it. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So this is actually a TMC shell. Everything else on here is good to go. So let's we'll talk about the nods first, because that's probably what everybody's mostly interested in. So these nods are BNVDs, Gs. So they're a binocular system. They have dual gain. There's two little knobs right here and right here. You just turn these knobs when you're looking through them. So this is what you would see. So you have a knob here and a knob here, and you could adjust the brightness on them. These are auto-gated tubes. I have two matched 1170-69 tubes. They're ITT tubes. They are Omni 6, I believe. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure that's what they were. But that's what's in these right now. I have Wilcox amber filters on the back to protect the nods just a little bit more, so when I have them stowed up like this, I don't have to worry about the backs getting shot out, and it also adds a nice little rubber cap to the back, so that's pretty cool. More on the back, I have a paracord right here, and that's just attached to my Wilcox lanyard. So this is pretty cool, and you could of course just rotate these lenses all the way out, so if you wanted to use them as a single tube, or just wanted to stow them a little bit closer to your head, you can. So let's go look at the front of it. So the front is pretty neat as well. I have Butler Creek flip-ups on front here. I did not drill a hole for the top. I don't think I will. I just don't really like that mod that much. I do have PVS 7 IR flood and spot kind of adjustment right up here, and this is just like a press-on fit, so I could adjust how wide or how focused the beam actually is. We have the on-off switch right here. It has two settings. If you look real closely, it says off, on, then it has another on. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus onto it. So it has another on with the it's underlined, and that switches when it's in the stowed position. It'll turn off automatically. When you bring it down, it'll turn on automatically. And then we have IR, which you just pull out and turn it to get to it. And it actually does have a nice little LED indicator in the left tube to let you know that IR is indeed on. So as you can see, they're off right now. It came with these rubber caps to go over the tubes, or over the lenses, but I just stow them right here just as added protection of the housing, just in case this gets hit or gets bumped, which it did. It definitely helped out, otherwise I would have had some major dings right here. As you can see, I got a little, I doubt you can see, but there's the tiniest little BB mark right there. So thanks to this, it probably stopped it a little bit more. But yeah, this housing was built by Night Vision Depot, yeah, the housing is Night Vision Depot. The tubes in it I got from Nightlong Industries. I highly recommend getting pretty much anything you can from Nightlong. He has almost all of his stuff in stock. Contact him on Facebook or nightlongindustries.com. Definitely get all your Night Vision stuff from him if you can. He ships it pretty much same day. So very, very fast and great customer service for that. So that's sitting on a Wilcox L4 G24 night vision arm. And the cool thing about this arm, you could take this off the Shroud and ditch it if you wanted a lower profile, or you could keep it on there like I always do. It has a locking feature, which is pretty nice. Go ahead. So we have a locking feature up top. Right now it's in the lock position. Right now it would be, yeah. So if I switch this over, it's kind of hard to do on camera. If I were to switch this over, now it has a release system, so in case this gets bumped, this arm will come off. Now it's in the locked position, so if this gets bumped, it will not come off. What that does is, if you're running and you accidentally hit your nods on something, this will break off and cause less damage to the nods. I don't really like that feature because I don't want them to accidentally come off. So this is how I run it right now. We have the adjustment arm right here for the angle. We have height adjustment right here. You just move this bar over, and then you have the button on the side right here. You click that in, and you can move the nods up and down. Up top, I have a pretty interesting little lanyard system going on. So if you guys have watched my other videos, I have the Wilcox L4 shroud. It's a great shroud, but it's not as low profile as the OpsCore skeleton shroud. Now I got this shroud. I definitely want to thank Arms Unlimited for this shroud, because they shipped it out first day. I contacted them and I said, I contacted them. I tried to get it from TMVC. They were out of stock. Night Lungs Industry didn't carry this. They were the only ones that carried it. Contacted them. They gave it to me, or they shipped it same day, and I got it right on time for the Lion Claws game that I played, the Milwaukee project. But yeah, I definitely want to thank them for getting this mount to me as soon as they could. I got it literally 2 days later, so that's awesome. But the skeleton shroud is really nice, but it takes regular VAS lanyards and from Wilcox, and I didn't have one, so I took the one from my L4, which is just a little button that goes in, and it's screwed directly into this. So now I have a nice lower profile. I don't have the lanyard up here or whatever. It's just right on top of the shroud, which is pretty neat. So that's pretty cool. So that kind of concludes the whole nod setup. I'm waiting to get 3D lenses from Adams Industries, so that will be pretty bitchin' too. That was definitely want to check those things out. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, that's kind of how that is. So this helmet cover, I'm sure you guys have all noticed, is an AOR1. I bought this off my friend Bennett. He has a medium large for sale. If you go ahead and message him on Instagram, his name is tac_savage, I believe. If it's not, I'll annotate it. Go ahead and message him. He has one for large for sale. This is a medium. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Got it for a great deal. Even though these things aren't that expensive anymore, it's still pretty cool. So over on the left side, we'll go ahead and talk about that. We have the the Cry airframe rails, which are pretty cool. They go right onto this TMC shell. I also have, that you can't see, I also have the Cry Velcro behind here, so I can use the cover just fine. But the light setup is pretty nice. This is the S&S Precision Max mount. It's awesome because, as you can see, it adjusts a lot. The amount of adjustability in this mount is incredible. This is probably the best light mount that I've ever used, hence why I'm still using it. But it's amazing. Right now, you can pretty much have it, again, as I said, you can have it however you want it. So wherever you want to look, it's there. But the articulation is amazing, So it weighs next to nothing, and you just have a little screw, a set screw that goes right into the side rails, and you really don't have to worry about it ever again. I have the Surefire tail cap on the back, just a clicky switch, and then I have, so you click it on, see a nice bright light, click it off, and then up front I have the Surefire Vampire V1, so the 3V version. So you have a high output, and then if you quickly do it, you have a low output. It also does IR, and it just also has a mode for off. You just pull this head up and turn it, and you don't have to worry about it. Now up front, I have a Lexan Shield that I cut. I just kind of dremeled it and made it to size, and that's just on there with some black duct tape at the moment. I'd like to get some cool little AOR digital tape to put around it, but for the meantime, this works perfectly fine. right here I have my Peltor contact adapters for the arc rail, so you got that nice click, and that's on here with the Cry adapters for them, so it fits the rails much better. Let's see, we have the micro little IR flag patch that I had a couple people ask me about, and I got this off of BrickKit USA. You can get them in a pack or just one separately, so that's pretty cool. I have my Peltor contact adapters, or my Peltor contact 3s right here on both sides. On the other side, let me turn this thing around. On the other side, I just run it bare because, well, I don't have anything to put it there. I'm probably going to pick up a Prime XD camera and put it here in a very, very similar mount that I have this mounted, so just up a little bit into the 45 and just push as much as I can over to the side here, so I have I still retain a low profile. So as you can see, you know, flag patch. And the reason why I run the flags on the Peltor contacts is because, well, there's no Velcro on the side here, so it's just much easier to have my identification on the sides. So let's go ahead and talk about the back now. So right here, I'll try to move the contacts out the way a bit. Sorry for the shaky camera movement. So we have an SNS Precision Mantis strobe with the Surefire battery in there, so you do IR and then Viz. We have my nice little patch right here from Endo. This is pretty cool. This is a training day patch. I'm sure you guys know what that's from. And then I have my EOG counterweight and multicam aired, which is pretty awesome. It has all the lead weights in there, and then it just has my cord for the microphone for my contacts. So that's pretty cool. And I got a nice little SNS Precision Skills patch right there. So that's awesome. I wanted to also give a shout out real quick to GSS Gear for getting me this mount, the max mount. I actually called up SNS Precision. They were out of it. Called up GSS, they had it, got it to me, FedEx 2-day shipping, great customer service. If you ever need something from SNS and SNS doesn't have it, or you just want it as quick as you can, definitely go with GSS Gear. So that's pretty awesome. We'll go ahead, turn this around. So inside, okay, let's go ahead just a bit. I have Team Windy Epic Air pads. I don't know if you could really see them in this lighting, but with all the padding on there, which was amazing. I got the OpsCore H-Nape foliage green, and yeah, the system is extremely comfortable. It holds my nods fine, as well as it fitting my head just fine. Definitely allows a lot of airflow. I found myself fogging up a whole lot less because of running this system. I've never really had a problem with this. Never had a problem with the Maritime helmets either, but this just, I don't know, I put this thing on and it just fits perfectly. I really love this helmet. The airframe will be changing out once I get some more funds, and I'll be picking up a real airframe. So yeah, just something nice, quick little once over. If you guys have any questions or comments, you know where to leave them. I try to answer everything I can. And as always, have a good one.